Many potential entrepreneurs will never act on their ideas because they're not sure how to gain an audience of customers. Since the use of the internet has become more widespread, there's a lot more options for businesses to gain customers out there. Traditional ads are more rigid and set towards big companies with a large budget. Starting businesses will find that they could do much better with online advertising than any other type of advertising. First, I want to talk about versatility. Through platforms like Google Ads and Bing Ads, there's many different options for how you might want to advertise. Some of these include pay per click, where you'll pay every time someone clicks on your hyperlink. This is a really high quality lead, and usually someone who clicks on a link to your business is a very interested customer. There's pay per display, which will just put you in a list whenever someone searches for a term close to your business. And there's pay per sale, where you'll pay a commission of each sale that comes from a search from that search engine. That's a really powerful one, but also the most expensive of the three I just listed. There's also more traditional types of ads online, such as banner ads or site sponsorship. If we compare these to traditional ads, let's compare a banner ad to an online ad in a merchandise or newspaper. Both might ask a customer to call a number or click or visit a website, while the online ad will have the hyperlink right there, and the person will be able to click and immediately visit the website. The traditional ad will require the person to later remember to, visit a website or call a number. And I think we've all been in the situation where we meant to visit a website or call a number, but forgotten or misplaced the URL and not followed through with what we meant to do. So there's more ease with the online advertising there. So what if you don't have any budget for your new business? There's still some options online to advertise and get your business out there. Some options you could use are writing articles online, like for a blog. If you write about your business or your field, that will demonstrate your expertise and attract potential customers. You could create a professional-looking social media presence. Looking professional on social media will also attract potential customers, and most of us are on social media anyway, so we could use that time that we're on social media to advertise for our business. Creating how-to videos on YouTube is a great option as well. I know I'm a big user of online videos on YouTube for learning how to do things I don't know how to do, and sometimes I'm frustrated and might just want to pay the guy who is showing me what to do that instead of messing around with it anymore myself. You could also engage with industry leaders on social media. So you follow an industry leader on a social media account, and when they make a post, you make a thoughtful, professional sounding comment, and that will attract potential customers to you. 75% of the United States has had a social media profile for the past 5 years, so it's really a thing that businesses can't ignore. Let's talk a little bit about prices. I did a little research for our area and just compared a couple different ways to advertise and got some prices. I found that a billboard in the Harrisburg area costs about $900 a month. Ads in the Merchandiser, the small newspapers delivered for free to most people's homes, are about $250 a month. Radio, I couldn't really get good numbers on, but I saw anywhere from $200 to $2,000 a month. Online advertising starts at $150 a month on Google Ads, and you could scale that up or scale it down a little bit. But it's the lowest beginning option I could find. With audiences, let's talk about audiences a little bit. Online advertising will allow audiences to be targeted much better than traditional ads. Traditional ads are going to display an ad to everyone who's accessing that type of media. This will have a lot of overlap where you're advertising to people who will never be your customers. Whereas through technology, we can use something like a cookie, which will tell an advertiser what website you visited. So if you visited doglovers.com, and then that cookie will show you're likely a dog owner. So dog products might be advertised to you a little bit more. GPS location. So let's say you are picking the kids up from school every day. The GPS shows that you're at school every day, and now school products might be advertised to that person. Apps installed will also give a lot of information to potential advertisers about what type of customer that might be. Geographically, too, we have a potential to reach an international audience with online advertising. Traditional ads that we mentioned above, the billboard, the radio, the merchandiser, are just going to reach someone in your local community. For some types of businesses, that might be okay, but if you want to sell mittens, I think the goal is to reach the largest possible audience and not just reach the people in your local area. You could be selling them nationally or internationally and reach a much larger potential audience than selling just to whoever might see your ad in the billboard or the newspaper. Um, so some people might think that there's a lot of controversy with online advertising. They hear me say something like cookies or GPS location, and they say, "Whoa, this isn't for me. I'm more traditional, and I don't want to be tracking people or anything like that." Well, the unfortunate truth is that the advertising industry has been collecting information about us as a society since the 1960s, and it's something that's never going to really end. With online ads, consumers actually can receive some advantage to having their information be gathered. You're able to receive services like streaming videos or accessing content for free at the price of your privacy. There's also sometimes you can get an actual cash payment. AT&T recently offered $30 off per month to customers who are willing to be tracked for advertising purposes. You can sometimes get a lower costing product if you're willing to view ads, like an Amazon Kindle has had a version that will display ads on a lock screen, but it is a much cheaper model than the version that doesn't display ads. So as we've seen, online advertising really has the versatility that small businesses need, that ability to change at the as situations might call for. They have an option to advertise with no budget, and there's lower and more flexible pricing options. Overall, online advertising is the best option for small businesses. Thank you.